Joining me now, bro. Hey, what's going on?
This is not to you. This is all the people that waste my time every time I'm on this platform or any other platform saying, oh, but you never have no pull. You're sitting in 15th. What makes you think you can get Mbeumo? What makes you think you could get Mateta? What makes you think you could get Cunha? Chat, I'm going to need everyone to do me a favor right now. I want you to go to your closest rival and respectfully tell him to suck it. Respectfully, of course. Because I don't want to hear that no more. I called Lawless first thing, by the way. I'll see you on Straight Facts on Friday, Lawless. Where I'm like, hey, what happened to our poll? What happened to you telling me I can't do this, I can't do that? Guys, just give it a rest already. United can do things in the windows that certain clubs have to be contending for a title to pull off some of these signings. Because I'm sitting here after sitting 15th all season. And guess what? In the first 2 days, I got Cunha already in official, and then I got the Ornstein Bamba for Mbeumo. And I'm not going to hear anyone downplaying Mbeumo. I'm not going to hear anyone doing any of that. This guy is one of 5 players that scored over 20 Premier League goals this season. 20. It was only 3 between him and an Isak. Isak, everyone thinks of Isak as 100 plus, 150, all that. We have a player that scored 20 league goals, 3 shy of second best in Isak. Obviously, no one was touching Salah with 29. That is how good this player is. And I'm not going to lie, I know Terry dipped, but I'm going to tell you guys this. This is a dream scenario to start the window for me. I did not think we were going to start this window like this. If you would have asked me what's the best way you think United can start the window, I would have told you that. I would have been like, you know what? Cunha and Mbeumo. And on my platform, so many times I spoke about Mbeumo. I spoke about Mbeumo before I spoke about a 9 because of his versatility, playing on the right, playing in the 9, the amount of goals that he can score. We went and got someone on the left who's more of a driver, someone who carries the ball, someone who's good one-on-one with the defenders, someone who doesn't necessarily have the most GA, but he helps in the final third when it comes to that. And on the other side, we got someone who's direct, someone who has, as I said, 20 goals this season, 20 plus GNA in the league. I mean, I'm not going to lie. Terry, I don't know if you knew this. The last time United had a player in their team that scored 20 goals or more in the league was Van Persie when we won the league. Wow. We haven't had anyone that scored more than 20 goals for us since. Now, obviously, he didn't score it for us in Mbeumo, but that is the type of player we're going for right now.
It shows you how hard it is to do that and how you need the quality of players. I sorry, I had to just hear my dog was going mental.
No, you're good.
That's why I went out that way and came back in this way. I had to run around the house.
How about your daughter or your son or something? I was like, you know what, it's family
my dog,
time.
The furry baby was doing his nut outside. But no, listen, I'm very happy with it. And look, there is a little bit of an up yours to the people that just, as I say, like we had this big fight with Lawless. I had it, argument earlier on with Wolfie and the guys. But there's just this constant disregard that United can't sign anybody. Now, I hear it. This is on paper, all of this. We've got to make it work in reality. Lots more signings are needed. We've got a long way to go. And I love reading the group chat. I was live on the United stand. I was reading the group chat. And what I absolutely loved was the amount of people who have gone from you've got no pull when you finish to so much pressure on Ruben next year because but that reaction means you've just signed some really good players and we've only just started. I think the one element above everything else, profile's great, athleticism, we've signed 2. And what I know you'll like about this is I think me and you are both getting what we love. We're getting the athleticism, the work rate, but we're also getting the technical ability that we need as well to raise that floor. The age profile is correct, but the thing that stands out above everything for me is the speed. We don't get deals done or even this close so early in the summers. We are often waiting until August to be signed good players. It gets boring. We get tired with the news. It gets frustrating. So, yeah, look, I'm very happy with this. Feet still very firmly on the ground in terms of how long it's going to take to fix us. But what a great, I think for United fans,
there's a lot more to do. Yeah,
great start.
It's a great start, but there's still a lot more to do. And I don't know what happened before I joined the background, but did Canadian Cam come out and speak about Bruno?
He said, Bruno, don't sell Bruno, he said, don't sell Bruno.
Whatever Canadian Cam says, do the opposite. All right? Please. I knew he was going to do it. I just didn't know he came on here and said that. So I missed that part. If anything, this is a bigger indication to please sell Bruno. I'm literally doing a video tonight and I'm going to name it Bruno, Please Leave. And this is no disrespect. This is no malice. This is not. Listen, we've had our battles over the years, Terry. You like Bruno. I'm not a big fan of him. I gave him his flowers when he deserved it more than others. So at least when I speak about Bruno, it's not really agenda because I've given him flowers when some other people didn't. The thing is, right now, I'm almost more certain now than ever that we are going with a completely different image to this team. I don't see anywhere where Bruno even fits what we're trying to do right now. Not to mention that we are being offered over 100 million. I'm gonna look at the camera when I say this. 100 million, I think it's pounds. 100 million pounds for you to go to live in Saudi. Please, Bruno, I am asking you respectfully to care for this club and to care for this team and to care for this rebuild. There is so much we can do in this team if we sell him for 100 million. And you know what? I'm gonna make this prediction, Terry. If we get Bruno out before Friday, because I think that's when El Hilal needs their final word, because they have a Club World Cup in like 2 weeks, by the way, for people who don't know. Yeah. So that's how urgent this is. I think if Bruno, by Friday, we get confirmation he's leaving, I think we get Gyökeres. And you can quote me on that. I think we are 100% going for Gyökeres, and we're giving him closer to Bruno's salary if we get rid of Bruno this week. And if we do that, you have a front line now of Cunha and Mbeumo, and all you're missing is a striker. And you get that 100 million, Bruno, please.
Do you know what's really interesting about a strike force like that? On paper, we've got to see it in reality, but on paper, that goes into conversations. And do you know why it does? Because each and every single one of those players has been praised, hyped, lauded over, fawned over by all of our rivals for at least 2 to 3 years. To have all three in one place at the club, you can't fault that recruitment. You've got to make it work. We've got to make it work, and we'll all keep our feet on the ground. But listen, I'll be with a front line like that. What Man United fan isn't buzzing about the start of the season? Looking forward to that first game to see how it all fits in. So, listen, man, Staffy, always a pleasure, brother, to sit and speak to you.
I'll see everyone on Friday.
We've got Wolfie on next, who said an hour ago he was. Baz is on the show with us now. What are you saying, Baz?
Hey, man. Yeah, really excited. Finally, we are doing some business, man. I don't think I've seen United act like this in like well over a decade, obviously, right? The big thing for me is that we're finally targeting good people and good football players together. I think that's essential. Like, the same, like, the whole Sancho thing, a lot of people that we used to go for were kind of like what I'd call the woman in the red dress, that sort of thing that's like, yeah, it's the obvious choice, but it's not the right choice. If you really look deep into it, it's distracting you from what you're supposed to do to build a team properly. And then there's obviously a plan here, right? And the one thing I want to say about Bruno is that I agree with Cam. Basically, if we can show Bruno that we have these players coming in and we can get a few more, someone in the midfield, another goalkeeper and a striker, now we have a team that can have a different aura about it, a team that's going to be in Emre's image, and, keeping also someone like Harry Maguire for another year, just someone who's shown, like, Harry Maguire probably would have, like, I've never seen that in sports in general. A guy lose the captaincy and then come and play and show character. And, these are the sort of people we need. Lenny Yoro, like, I don't think I've seen an 18 or 19-year-old with that type of maturity in a long time at United. So these are the type of people we need. And I mean, if Bruno was going to leave, I think he would have been on the plane already. Most players would be gone if they're offered this much money. I mean, it's obviously his family doesn't want to do it. He doesn't want to. I mean, a part of him wants to stay and prove something at United. He doesn't want to be someone, and I'm not putting him down, like Norman Whiteside, who was a great player in a mediocre time. He wants to be remembered as a great player in a team that did something, that didn't just win an FA Cup. So for me, that's really important. And I'm open to Bruno staying if we can still get in all these deals. And because he's the captain.
Yeah. If there's money to spend, then and we improve as a team, then absolutely. It's for me, it's just that balance of what more can we do? But look, Garnacho will definitely go now because of the two players we've signed. He's gone. Rashford, Sancho, Anthony will all go. But then these things help. If there really is a possibility of a year-long loan than a 40, 50 million pound deal for. I mean, we're all very excited about Mbeumo. Rasmus Højlund might be going for 40 to 50 million pound. Now, listen, I'm not trying to overgas things here. I'm having a bit of a laugh when I say this. I'm sorry that I have to say that in 2025 for the toasted people. But I think that deserves an award. I think, like, you know, like they have the Nobel Peace Prize, the Nobel this, the Nobel that. There's got to be a Nobel Prize for maybe getting 40 to 50 million pound for Rasmus Højlund. Love or hate Man United, love or hate the Glazers, love or hate Ineos. You can't not look at that and go, fuck me. That would be maybe that's like selling water to a drowning man.
Yeah, I mean, look, they're capable of doing deals. Like Lenny Euro, everyone said we shouldn't have never got him. He chose us over Real Madrid. You know, so I mean, obviously this regime has shown that they can get deals done, and they've proven it now twice this season. And you know, they got to keep going. I'm very happy with this, but I'm not gonna say we're done. Obviously, none of us believe that. I know that. We got to keep going. We got to keep the same vigor, the same energy, and every time we look at a player, it's got to be the right player that fits the system. And are they a good person? Do they work hard? Do they, you know, like Liverpool built the team based off of getting family men in, right? They got Alisson, Salah, like, you know, all these guys. These are good people that, you know, are not at the bars all the time. They're not, you know, everybody, all professional players are going to have an ego.
I agree. I agree with that. And I think the age profile is brilliant. Baz, listen, mate, always a pleasure to talk to you, brother.
For sure,
and we'll chat again soon. We've got the United Tribe, Ian, Abel. We've got Staffy coming on in a little bit. Staffy's backstage. We'll be bringing him on soon. Ian's coming on next to speak to us. Thank you, Baz. Ian, what you saying, bro?
Big up it, Till. I am absolutely gassed, Till. Starting off. Just let me say something on the last point, on the last guys that we were saying. When it comes to Bruno, he's not staying. And I'll tell you, I don't think he is, because one, now, not only have we replaced him, but we've upgraded. And he can't play in that middle two, Till. I don't think he can. He just doesn't have the movement and the game now. And what Amorim wants in those two is pure power and game management. And I love him. I love Bruno so much, mate. But he just don't have that. Not in this team the way we're going to try to move. It will slow us down, not move us forward. Where the money, even if we've got these deals done. Sorry, go on, mate. Go on.
No, I just said fair. No, keep going, mate. Keep going.
Yeah, no, if we got these deals done and we've still got a bit more money, or we haven't even gone into the Bruno money yet, then just seize that opportunity and keep going. Don't stop now. We've taken the first two big steps. Day two in a window, and Man United are on two players. Never heard of it. We didn't do this with Sir Alex and David Gill. This is a madness, Till. What you were just saying about if we sell Rasmus for 50 million, he's got a genie in a bottle. Don't lie to us about you ain't got no money, Jim. You've got a genie. Because if you pull that off, mate, I'll get a tattoo. I'll get Jim Radcliffe tattooed on my shoulder if he pulls that off, Till. Click me. 50 M's for that. I'll drive him there. Anyway, we'll quickly move on. Mbeumo, absolutely, Till, this is just going to move us on. P&P. You and KJ have been singing it. Since I heard you say it, I've not stopped singing it. It's the main thing. And this guy brings all of it. And where are all those... Just let me do this quick, Till. Where are all those people saying we can't sign anybody because we're not in the Champions League? Wear that. Just wear it on your head like a little hat and go and stand in the corner. Because your opinion matters. It's much, mate. None. Zitch. What opinion? Sorry, what? Irrelevant. Your opinion is nothing. We're moving a madness. A madness. And I've got one more madness for you.
Go on.
8 hours, Bruno will be gone. Next thing, after Mbeumo's all done, dusted, clean, this is the headline. Do you remember how much our club loves a bit of PR, Phil? Loves it.
Yeah, loves it.
We are this. Oh, we'll have a bit of PR all day long, right? Remember Pogback? Oh, we milked the shit out of that, didn't we? Fucking music videos and the whole lot.
Yeah.
Picture this. Hammering. Arm round Gyökeres. Ready? Reunited. Mic drop. End of. End of.
Listen, you're getting me excited, Ian. You're getting me excited.
We don't move like this and just stop. If he stops now, he might as well go and hang himself, because it's done out there. The Glazers, no PR, no nothing comes back from that. No, look at Kobe signing, new signing. We all know he's signing. If he pulls off his madness,
go on.
It's done.
Ian, mate, absolutely love the passion, love the energy. And part of me still wants Bruno to be here, but if he goes, we get the money, we move on. But what you said there about Gyökeres reunited, the tagline, listen, I'm here for it. I'm here for it. I'm here for it. I love it. I love it. Ian, lovely, mate. We'll speak again soon, Ian. Thank you. The United Tribe is on with us next.